welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I have my 2019 makeup use up results for you, and I also included in that, of course, my 70 eyeshadow challenge that I did with my bestie Amanda. I'm going to have her listed below if you want to go check her out and see how she did with hers. I'm kind of excited and a little scared because I can tell you right now I did not meet all of my goals. That's okay. That's okay. It's a new year. We're going to start this over. I have not figured out all of my categories yet, which ones I'm going to work on and for 2020. So that will be coming up soon. But for right now, let's just get into what I did actually finish in 2019. I'm going to get the beauty stuff out of the way first because save the best for last. And if y'all are like me, makeup is the best. It really is. All right, let's start with face washes because I had a ton of them. These are primarily my problem categories. That's usually the only ones that I include in here because I'm working to get those categories under control. And some of these categories are much closer to being under control, so that's why I won't be putting some of these in 2020. So for face wash, I wanted to finish 4, and I actually finished 5. So I'm very happy about that one. For face masks, let me see. I wanted to finish 6, but I only finished 5. I'm okay with that though because some of them were really quite large, and you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. For face and eye serums, I did a combo because sometimes I use like a face moisturizer or an eye moisturizer, you know, all over because it's all the same skin. So I combined those together. So this is for serums. I wanted to use 6, and I blew this one out of the water. I used 15. Crazy. Crazy. I did have a few of them that had a little bit of usage on them. 1 or 2 were probably half done when I brought them in for the year. So it's just, I finished them in 2019. For face and eye moisturizers, same thing. I use them, you know, all over the place. I wanted to finish 4, and I finished 14. Now, I do have some that were like deluxe sizes that I had gotten in play over the years. So, yeah, some of them are smaller. I had a couple of foil packets, but then I also had some that were much larger. So, you know, little this, little that. But they all count in your inventory. All right, shampoo and conditioner for each. I did them separately. I wanted to finish 4 for each, and somehow I managed to finish 13 of both. So I finished 13 conditioners and 13 shampoos. Again, some of them were like sample or deluxe sizes. That is going to change for 2020 because it's no longer a problem category, and I use only Curly Girl approved products now. So if I was to ever get samples that were not Curly Girl approved, I would immediately pass them on to someone else that could use them. So we won't have that problem anymore. Hairspray. Hairspray. I wanted to use 3 in my infinite wisdom. Yeah, I didn't finish any. I almost finished 1, and then I finally was like, at the end of the year, I'm like, forget it. Forget it. I could use it on my brows, whatever. No, I passed it on to family. So hairspray is no longer a concern because I no longer have any in my house that I'm aware of. Unless there's one lurking somewhere and I'm not aware of it, they're all gone. See ya. Yeah. I'm okay that I didn't finish any because I decluttered them all. They're all gone. Same end result, and they all went to good homes. For hair gel, curl cream, that kind of stuff, I wanted to finish 2. I actually finished 4. I had to look at that. I'm like, what? So yeah, I finished 4. For shower gels and soaps, I put it all together because it's all clean in this. And I do include bubble bath. Couldn't think of it because the majority of my bubble baths are kind of like, I have a lot of the philosophy where it's a shampoo, a shower gel, and a bubble bath all wrapped into one product, so I just throw them all together. I wanted to finish 12. How many do you think I finished? Yeah. 35. 35. And I scrolled all the way down and I realized that one of my face moisturizers I had accidentally put in there. So yeah, only 35. And let's go put the face moisturizer where it belongs. And there it is. Sometimes I wonder about myself. All right, where were we? Moving on to lotions. This is a problem category for me, and it still is. I wanted to finish 12. Seems like a lofty goal, but for me, it's not. So I wanted to finish basically one a month, and I finished a total of 26. And that includes lotion bars. I know I have one around here somewhere. Yeah, I'm working on a different one now that's not in a project, but like this one, this was completely full to the top. This is one of my lotion bars. So those are included in the whole lotion category because they function as a lotion. Their base is shea butter. So, yep, I used quite a few of those. Moving on to perfumes, body sprays, anything that's a fragrance. And I do include my essential oils in that, the ones that I use like in a roller ball to create my own fragrances. I wanted to finish 10 on the year, and mind you, this does include some samples and some deluxe sizes, some minis from gift sets and stuff like that. I wanted to finish 10, and I finished 30. 30, and like I said, it does include some essential oils, and sometimes I will put those essential oils in my lotion and stuff like that. Like lavender, I like that in unscented lotion at night. It just, there's just something about it. But yeah, 30, that's a lot. Moving on, oh, I didn't put body sprays in there. That was all just perfumes and perfume samples, deluxes, because my body sprays, I have them separate. I forgot that I had done that. I wanted to finish 5, and I actually finished 5. So that was my last of the beauty category. I'm a little scatterbrained tonight. Not feeling the greatest. I don't know if I'm getting strep throat again or what's going on, but I'm a hot mess right now. Moving on to the makeup. Let me get a drink real quick. I swear, I love water. Liquid foundations is my first category. I wanted to finish 3, and I finished 3. And that's all that I had in my collection at the time, so that was pretty good. And some of them were on the older side, so that's why I wanted to get them out. Moving on to powder foundation, I wanted to finish 2, and I finished 6, which to me is kind of crazy. Moving on to concealers, I wanted to finish 4, and that is exactly what I finished, was 4 of those. For face powder, setting powder, any of those kind of, like, you know, not foundation powders, but any kind of face powder, I wanted to finish 5, and I finished 6. So not too shabby with that one. Bronzers, I wanted to finish 2, and I actually finished 2, which that's pretty cool. One of them was very small. It was a Bare Minerals, and it was, it was tiny. It was one that was probably in like a set or whatever, so it wasn't like the big full-size Warmth or anything like that. It was the Soft Focus Warmth, which is not as in your face. And I finished one from the Sephora Colorista palette. So 2 on those. For highlighters, that category, I wanted to finish 2, even though my experiment I would have needed to finish more than 2. Realistically, in my mind, I wanted to finish 2, and I actually finished 4. And I was close to finishing 5. But I did completely finish 4, and 2 of those were like the cream highlight sticks. So that made me happy. For blush, this category, I wanted to finish 3, and I finished 5. Because 5 of them were in my Franken. Otherwise, if I hadn't added a ton of eyeshadow in with that to Franken it down, I could have potentially finished 10 blushes. Not all of them were huge. I will tell you that. There were some that were on the smaller side. Again, some Bare Minerals that were a little bit smaller. But not bad, finishing 5 when I wanted to finish 3. Moving on to eye primer. I wanted to finish 3 and I finished 5, and let's see, 3 of those were the Urban Decay foil packets. One of those lasted me like 3 months, and then the other 2 only lasted me about a month, which is weird why one would last me so much longer, but who knows. So yeah, 5 of the eye primers done. Brow products. This could be like brow pencils, brow powder, brow gel, anything that is a brow product. I wanted to finish 3 and I finished 4. So I finished an e.l.f. brow pencil, 2 of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gels, and a Hema brow gel. Eyeliner. Didn't do so great with this one. I wanted to finish 6. It was a lofty goal, especially when I picked some very hard to use ones like blacks and stuff. I only finished 2, but I had one that was so close to being done. Actually, 2 that were so close to being done that, yeah. If I had another week or 2, they would have been done. So only 2 of 6 eyeliners. I'm going to skip over eyeshadows. I'm going to save that for last because I know that's the one everyone wants to know about. For lipsticks, I wanted to finish 12, and I finished 18. This did include the Sephora Colorista like pans. I asked last year when I was working on some of those, should I count them, the individual pans, as a lipstick, or, you know, how I asked other people how they wanted me to count those, and everyone said just count each pan as a lipstick. So I think I had 6 of the Sephora Coloristas in that 18. I'll take it. But I finished a lot of other lipsticks. Some of them had a lot of use on them and some didn't. Lip glosses. Very disappointing category for me because I am a lip gloss girl. That is my thing. I love lip gloss and lip balm. I wanted to finish 12, but I was so focused on the lipstick that I only finished 7, which is sad. And I lost 1. Otherwise, that one would have been done too. But officially, only 7. Very, very disappointing. 2020, I need to step that up. Lip pencils, I wanted to finish 4, and I only finished 3. Lip balms, another category that, you know, I love my lip balms. I wanted to finish 4 on the year, and I finished 10, which is kind of crazy. Some of them did have some use on them, though. But I live for lip balm and lip gloss, so doesn't surprise me. Nail polish. I'm going to be having my Project Polish update soon, like less than a week away. So spoiler alert right here. If you don't want to know how many polishes I finished, don't pay attention. La 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 la. Okay, my goal was to finish 12. I wanted to finish 1 a month. I did not do that. I only finished 11. And while I'm a little bit disappointed, it's better than the 8 that I finished the previous year. So I will take that progress and I will run with it. So 11 of 12 done on the nail polish. Now the eyeshadow, because I know that's what everyone wants to know, because everyone knows that I'm a little bit crazy. As y'all know, I did Amanda's 70 eyeshadow challenge for 2019. That was to complete any 70 eyeshadows. And I did say in a previous update of something or other that I did hit the 70 mark, but I didn't tell you guys how many I finished because that was before the end of the year. And on the very last day of December, I did finish another eyeshadow for a grand total of, I'm scrolling, I'm still scrolling, for a grand total of 83. 83 eyeshadows is what I finished. And there was some really big ones and some that were not so big. They kind of even themselves out with the size. When I do the experiment, I will let you know how many years worth or how many days worth that I finished. But 83 eyeshadows are out of my collection. I'm very happy about that. Very, very happy about that, especially since this year I'm trying to do 100. So I need to find a way to finish 17 more. Thank God I'll be multitasking this year. So that is everything for my 2019 makeup use up. I feel like I really need to sit down and think about the categories that I want to work on for 2020 and be very realistic based on last year, like 2018, 2019. And I don't think I did 2017. I did, but I think I like deleted it. And my spreadsheets are much better now. So I'm going to look at those 2 years, see what is realistic for me. And I should hopefully within the next week or so have my 2020 makeup use up goals for you. And y'all can tell me below what you think certain categories should be, which ones you want to see, which ones you don't want to see. Any, comments, cares, concerns, all that stuff, just put it right down there. I read it. I do. I think that's everything. I'm starting to lose my voice, but, had to get this done. So, yeah, let me know how you did with your use up, and I think that is everything. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and until I see you on my next video, have a beautiful day.